common things that people see.
Because people are afraid of spiders.
But see, I'm not, but I haven't seen them in a few years. But I did used to see, there was like a period of time when I would see spiders on the wall beside my bed.
That, I don't, because I am afraid of spiders. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I would do if I woke up and that's happened to me before in college. Not a big spider. I woke up and there was a spider like a foot from my face, and I was like, but I can't.
You didn't attack. See, no, here's my problem.
I ran.
You have to fight, flight, or freeze. No, I always fight everything that I see. Unfortunately. So I would attack the spiders on the wall. I throw my pillow across the room, or I like.
So you fight. That's good though.
That it's
if you ever get attacked.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm like, because or if someone's breaking into murderous, run while I'm being murdered, because I'm going to try to fight somebody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it isn't also a bad thing. Yeah, because a good ain't a bad thing, but
yeah, I'm
flight. I'm like, flick, I'm out.
I don't know.
The first sign of trouble. It's like a cartoon where it's just like, and then there's a little smoke trail. But you fight. See, but that's brave, though. But, I mean, it can get you killed.
It's brave, but it'll get you killed. And,
But maybe the combination of us will be good. You can fight, and then I'll just, like, pick you up and run. You can weaken our enemy, and I'll get us away.
But it's terrifying for anyone who has shared a bed with me. If you probably can't share a bed with me if you are not a heavy sleeper, and it always happens about 30 minutes to 45 minutes after I, get in bed and fall asleep. That's when it happens.
That's when it comes.
I don't know what I'll do, and it doesn't happen every night. And I go through, throughout the years, sometimes there'll be like a 2-year period where every night it happens, and then.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Does your depression get worse when you go through a lot of...
No, and even I think the worst it was... No, and it's happened when I was, I was fine. Not fine.
Huh. I was wondering, like, if that happening every night would make you depressed.
Well, I even looked up before, because some of them are so awful. I've looked up if people can have, like... PTSD? Yes, because it is so graphic and disturbing if it happens to you every night. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's bad.
Wow. By the way, I have PTSD. Maybe. I found out today. I may have PTSD. That was just me. That was just my narcissism cutting into the conversation. No, I'm not a narcissist.
You're definitely.
I know some.
Not a narcissist. So yeah, often. Yeah.
Have you ever hit your partner?
Yeah. Not like
only, trying to hurt them.
Not trying to hurt them, trying to swat demons off.
Oh, okay. Trying to save them.
Trying to save them.
Well, at least your partners know you'll try to save their asses.
Well, that's why I never spend the night with anyone that I've just casually dated. Oh. And they're like, why don't you spend the... No. They're like, oh, she's so cold and so distant. I love her. No, I'm just crazy.
You just don't want to smack them.
I just don't want you to see what's going to happen.
Oh, but it's like I'm trying to save you.
Yeah.
But Matissa, you clawed my eyeball out.
Yeah.
But I was trying to save you. You don't understand.
I did cut up someone's...
Oh my God.
I cut someone's face before, but I have nails, and I was trying to get something off of their face.
Oh, well that's kind though.
It's kind, but
You'll have to tell me whose face it was.
No, I won't mention anyone's names, but...
Yeah.
But
wow.
About a month ago, I was having them every night, and it was super exhausting, but then it kind of slowed down. I had one the night before last. So you never know, and there's no rhyme or reason. Like, it does not matter.
So often yours is spiders.
Not anymore. I haven't had that in a few years.
What are you having, what did you have the night before last? What was
Something I'd never seen before. And I thought it was Margot at first. Margot's my puppy.
Yeah.
Boris is all, I have 2 dogs.
Boris and Margot.
And sometimes she'll be in the bed, he'll be in the floor. I don't know. They move around all throughout the night, but when I first opened my eyes, it looked like, Margot. I was like, oh, she's trying to get over to her window. But no, then it looked like some deformed beast thing that was not a dog. And I, ran.
Wow.
I
Did
ran
it morph into it?
I don't know. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
But I jumped out of bed and, went to the kitchen, got water, came back. And then it happened again. It happened as soon as I fell back asleep. So
the same thing?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes. And sometimes that happens when I also have awful nightmares and I sleepwalk. I just don't sleep very well. There's a lot going on.
She's possessed. If this were Salem, she'd be hanged.
Oh my God. And this is crazy. I'd never, mention this to anyone because you feel, like there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years ago, my cousin mentioned that her dad, my dad's brother, had said that when my dad was young, about 10 years old, that they had someone come to their house and perform like an exorcism because something had been pulling him out of the bed.
What?
So I guarantee he had it, but we never talked about it. So, and it's hereditary.
Oh
my friend, who I said has it, her sister has it too. So yeah, it is hereditary. But why would he tell me? He didn't want to. He would not share the information with me.
Didn't know what it. Well, I mean, maybe he did know.
But that was back in like the 50s in the hills in eastern Kentucky. So they're like, this guy's the devil's.
If he would have been a woman, he'd be down a well.
Right. Oh God. Oh, that he would.
Oh God.
But I guarantee.
Oh, I shocked myself.
But I guarantee that a lot of people who think they see ghosts, I mean, we don't believe in ghosts, but maybe, if you do, that's fine, whatever. But, or people who think they're being abducted by aliens, I guarantee they are having these hallucinations.
Oh my God, I know a guy. Well, you know him too.
Okay, well.
I don't want to say his name.
We're not going to say names.
But let's just say
You're going to give it away.
I'm going to give it away. It's Randy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not going to tell this story. It wasn't really about Randy. But, yeah, so people who think they've seen ghosts.
I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I don't guarantee because I feel like I see, I mean, I don't believe in ghosts, so I know that those aren't ghosts I'm seeing, but when I was a child, it's terrifying, so they look like.
I mean, I do know people who think that they've seen like a person standing at the foot of their bed.
Mm-hmm. That's what this is very common. I see people at the foot of my bed and just right beside me all the time. And
you hear that all the time in ghost stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guarantee it. I think,
you know what?
Did I even get to that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I didn't know you still had it.
No, we can still, but I think about up to 25% of people, I think in America, this study was done, at least once in their life will experience it. So yeah, it's very rare to happen as often as it does to me, but yes, it happens to people.
So chances are a lot of people have seen something like that once.
Yes, very high.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah.
But I think that would explain a lot of things.
That explains a lot of things.
Because yes, like you really did see that scary ghost. I mean, it's not real, but you did see it.
Yes.
But it's not real. It's just your...
Man, I just got an awesome idea for a future episode. I don't have anything to write it down on, but remind me to tell you afterward.
Okay.
It just like came to you. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead with your info.
And there are lots of things that can cause these, or maybe nothing at all, but they can be a direct result of alcohol or drug use, insomnia, anxiety, stress, like other mental illnesses. People with narcolepsy have a very high rate of it.
With narcolepsy?
Yes. That's but that's one of the first, when I first, researched what is wrong with me, and it was saying, like, do you have narcolepsy? Because it's very common in people with narcolepsy. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's more common in teens and young adults, and females are more likely to experience it than males.
Of course we are.
Right.
We're more likely to experience every shitty thing.
Lots of things.
Than males. Ugh. Grr, I'm so angry. But anyway, I wanted to... One thing I was going to say... Here, I forgot what I was going to say. There's a thing... I don't know if it's just an Eastern Kentucky thing about... it's made up. I hope it's fictional. About a thing called the Sack Lady. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
She comes and gets your toes in the middle of the night.
Oh no, that's not what
That's not what you've heard.
No, I was thinking of something else.
Well, the Sack Lady is, I guess, a lady. I don't know. I mean, she's not a lady if she steals your toes. But anyway, yeah, she has a sack. And a bag. She doesn't have a scrotum.
Ooh, I never call those that anyway.
I don't either.
That's gross.
That is so not sexy. Like, show me your sack. Ugh. Gross. Anyway, she has a bag. She has a bag. And she... Is my phone... Is a phone ringing?
Is that my phone?
Oh,
Something.
weird.
Do I have an alarm?
Popular.
That's probably an alarm for
Oh.
Kentucky. I don't know what that number is. It looks like a number.
You should tell them you're dead. That's what I do.
But what if they... 25... That's like a UK... Never mind. Let's stop.
You know what? We'll figure it out here in a few minutes when we end this episode.
Yeah.
But,
Sack lady. Back to sacks.
But anyway, yeah, she has a sack, a bag. And if your toes are out from under the covers, she'll just come in and she'll snatch your toes. She'll get you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I still can't sleep with my toes uncovered. And I don't believe that shit. Like, I really think there's a sack lady that's going to sit on my toes. I mean, I don't believe that. But still, just the thought makes me cover my feet.
Yeah, my feet are always frozen, so I have to have them, tucked under like 10 blankets. But
yeah, that I wouldn't. Always frozen.
I would not want them exposed.
But anyway,
for other reasons.
So what? Back to I wanted to ask you a few more questions
go for it.
About your.
I'm finished with what I need to say. So now I'm just an open book.
Okay.
Ask me whatever.
She looks very laid back right now. She's just
I
chilling. So, what are the most common scenarios that you see or things? Like people or shapes or animals?
Yeah, people. I never, besides that dog thing, mutants that was in my bed the other night. So I usually just see, but it's not, sometimes it's just a normal looking person, but most of the time it's a like horribly disfigured. The stuff that I see is like worse than any scary movie you could ever imagine. Like that's why I love scary movies, and nothing scares me because I see worse when I go to sleep every night.
Oh my God.
And that sounds so sad, but it's, I've been dealing with it for 20 some years now.
Oh my God, I think that might be the title of our new episode.
What?
Nothing scares me because I see worse when I go to sleep every night.
But
Matissa.
I just feel bad for other people. I mentioned it to my new therapist the other day, and she was like, "Oh my God, I think one of my other patients." She's like, "I didn't know what that was called, but he talks about that." And
oh my God.
He said he had to, drink, like gets drunk before bed just to deal with that. Which some of them, it's so scary. You don't want to go to sleep.
Well,
But I don't care anymore. I'm just like, come at me, demons.
Come at me, demons. I'll kill your ass. So, have you ever hurt yourself?
Oh yeah, I get hurt all the time. Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Just jumping, like leaping out of bed so fast. I've like hit the dresser. when I lived with my dad, I had this giant, I don't know why I needed a bed this big 4-post bed that was really high off the ground, and having to jump down off of it and then smacked into before I can get to the light. Yeah. I run into lots of things.
So you run into lots of things.
Mm-hmm. And jumping out of bed that fast is...
Yeah.
I've really
that
hurt
right
myself.
there, you could
I've hit my
pass
head.
out.
I've one time I nailed my head on the corner of it. I can't have stuff close.
To me. Well, we do sleep together. Just kidding. To you, not me. What?
But yeah, you can get hurt.
And so, have you ever, thought the house was on fire? I don't know. I don't know why that popped in my head. No, disaster scenarios, just people.
No, but I have horrible nightmares about stuff like that, but not.
Oh God. Have you ever woken whoever you're sleeping with up, thinking that something was happening to them?
Oh yeah, I wake them up all the time.
Oh, thinking it was happening to them.
Or they hear me screaming. Well, everyone I've dated knows.
But they're very protected.
Yes.
Protected.
What is wrong with them?
Have you ever thought that one of your dogs was something bad?
Oh yes, that's a really common thing. I wake up yelling about Boris all the time.
Thinking he's hurt?
I don't know. Or looking for, I freak out and need to know where Boris is.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
I won't tell this story. Never mind. I'll tell you later.
All right. You'll never know.
Yeah, but I do think that they're I'll jump up startled, looking for them.
What's the absolute scariest one you've ever had?
I don't know, because they're
They're
all
all
so
equally terrifying.
yeah. And like last week, there was like this horrible face that was